Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain. Best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple. Call us the chiefin' crew. Ain't no gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Belleville West High School. I'm Todd Duke alongside with Chris Kettler, and we are glad you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we are just about ready to bring you some girls basketball. It is the season finale for both of these schools. Belleville West taking on Collinsville, and after that, it is playoff time as both of these two schools will be in O'Fallon next Monday for a little postseason action as we welcome you in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. Right now, they are getting geared up for Valentine's Day. That's right, it is 1 week from today, February the 14th. So if you have not made your plans yet, I suggest you start doing so before you end up in a house that is otherwise not in the backyard. Well, something like that. Doghouse is what I'm trying to say. 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com is where you need to go for all the answers and all the questions you have for Valentine's Day. Kahawks, they come into this contest with an overall record of 14-11. They are 5-6 in conference play. Belleville West is 14-15 on the year. They are 3-8 in Southwestern Conference play as we bring in Chris Kettler. Now, Chris, I know you were here just this past Tuesday night for the boys basketball game, so you didn't get to see the game against Belleville East, but my thoughts by far is that it was probably one of the best games the girls have played all year.
Well, it's great to see they're starting to put it together, getting on a win streak here, heading into the playoffs. They beat Belleville or Alton and Granite the week before, and got another big win over Belleville East, a team that's seeded higher than them in the subsectional.
Yeah, that was senior night. Nice way for the seniors to go out on their home floor, and he is right, Mr. Kettler is. Girls are in the middle of a 3-game winning streak. Meanwhile, Belleville West, they're on a 2-game streak. They also have beaten Granite City and Alton, just in not the same order that Collinsville did. So both the teams coming off wins against the same teams, almost identical. So we'll see how this game shakes out. And last time, Chris, these two teams met on the home floor, things did not go very well for the Kahawks.
No, just a very bad game all across the board. They were within striking distance most of the game, and then Belleville West ripped it open real late. If the Kahawks just couldn't knock down the free throws, knock down some shots throughout the game, it could have been a different story.
We talked about that game with head coach Lori Billy, that and a couple of other things as we head to the season finale here in the regular season. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Cullup Jennings Florist pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullup Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullup Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullup Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullup Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullup Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullup Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahawks Sports Network. We are on the road with your Lady Kahawks basketball team for the final time in the regular season anyway, as we are at Belleville West High School for a battle with the Maroons. Joining us now, Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. Last game of the year. It goes by quick, doesn't it?
It's amazing. In fact, Steve, my freshman coach, just said to me, man, you know, we think when we started, oh, the season's going to drag on, and then you blink, and here we are. And you know, it's just amazing how quick it goes, and that I think Nashville feels like it was 100 years ago, so it's definitely weird.
Tell me a little bit about the freshman girls basketball team this year. We've talked a couple of times about the junior varsity squad, and for everybody, this is everybody's last night except for the ones going on to the playoffs. Yeah, freshmen have a tournament this weekend, so they have the conference tournament. But our freshmen have played really well. They've improved. They've got a winning record right now. And there are some kids that I see that have a lot of potential. They work hard. They're a good group of kids, and they've done well. And you know, I'm always confident with Steve coaching him. He's such a good guy, and he gets the game, and he knows what we need to do to get him ready to play at the next level. So he's done a good job. How much, if any, of your time gets dedicated to the freshman team? You know, I literally, after the first quarter of the JV game, we walk over and we watch the second quarter of the freshman game, sometimes end of first and all of second. And then there are some nights where they have a different game schedule. And unfortunately, it doesn't usually work out that I can get to a game because, for instance, when they play O'Fallon, they play at a different time than we do, and it's usually when we have practice or, you know, so it's tough to follow them as closely as I'd like to, but I'm definitely spending a lot of time talking to Steve, and I have a good idea of where they are and what they're doing. We have touched on the JV girls before, like I said, but this is their last game. So we know about the Natalie Beckers and the Belmar Salas, Paige Bauer, Riley Doyle, because we've seen them on the varsity team throughout the year. Tell me a little bit about the Lindsay Taylors, the Brooke Scotts, who we just really got to see a little bit, Sammy Qualls, the Ryan Hindalls, and the Farley girl. Yeah, you know, Amaya is a junior, and the last time she played basketball was as an 8th grader, and decided this year that she wanted to come out and give it a chance because she had played with, obviously, the rest of the kids in 8th grade and missed it. And Amaya has improved this year. You know, she was not the best basketball player, but she had a dedication and a heart for it that you want on your team. And she came back out and worked hard, knew what her job was, and she's just done a really good job. She's earned a lot of playing time, which is good. You know, and Lindsay Taylor is the kind of kid that she's kind of suffered some injury this season, but solid shooter. We know she can shoot 3 and handle the ball and has a good nose for the game. And Sammy's a shooter. Sammy's improved.
And Brooke has improved so much that, you know, I brought her up a little bit, for, like you said, for varsity. And Ryan is the kind of kid that I wish I could transfer her heart to everybody else. She's so coachable, and she works her tail off. You know, works on her skills, even though she knows she's not the best. She can step up to you and say, hey, I know I'm not great, but what can I do to get better? And so those are the kids you want in your program, that just work hard and want to be there and have done a great job.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing some of those names next year. Okay, let's get to things at hand. Belleville West. This is one of those games where, you know, whatever happens, your seeding's not going to change. You're still going to face Granite City on Monday. But the last game, that was Belleville East, and that was at home, and that was your senior night, so that meant something, and you really wanted to go out there and win. What is it like to come out here to a game where the win or the loss really doesn't matter much?
This one matters a ton to us because the last time we played them, we did not play well. Honestly, we as a team feel like it was probably our worst game of the season, and so for us, it's a pride issue tonight. We want to come out and play hard, and we want to get the win. I don't care if it's the first game of the season or the last game of the season. We still have that same dedication and focus that we had when the season started, and this win is important to us. You know, it's not just important in the wins and losses column, but it's more important in the confidence column. It's gonna help us realize that the team that we were a month and a half ago is not the team that we are right now, and that's important going into the postseason.
And that also builds off of your last win against Belleville East, so that gives you momentum going into, and that coming off probably one of your best games.
Absolutely. As soon as I walked in the locker room, I told the kids that I felt like it was finally the team that I thought they could be, that I saw play on Tuesday night. They played 4 solid quarters. They took care of the ball. They were unselfish, and they were just focused on good possession basketball. And defensively, I thought they did a really good job.
I think, if I remember correct, that was on January the 10th, that game was. So it was the game, I think, right before your tournament started. And I think it was also the game where you said, you know what, let's forget about shooting three-pointers for a while, because you guys went 1 for 16 against Belleville West in that game. And after that, you kind of changed your philosophy a little bit. You haven't taken as many three-pointers, and I think that's helped your team.
Absolutely. I told the kids they're going to pack it in, and they're going to do the same thing tonight. They're going to pack it into a zone, and they're going to say, okay, shoot, and we'll rebound you. We'll out-rebound you, because we're very willing to tell you we're not a great three-point shooting team. And when we recognized exactly what was happening, we said, okay, enough is enough. We got to back up, and we've got to look on focusing on being able to enter the ball into the post area and going in where we're strong. And I've got kids that can cut to the basket and elevate over the top of people and shoot from 6 feet compared to shooting from 15 feet. So we obviously want to go with our strengths. And you're right. After a 1 for 16 night, we had to readjust.
Thanks a lot for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Todd.
As head coach Lori Billy of your Collinsville Kahawks, we'll take a break here on the Collinsville Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting 5 for both sides, and more names and more numbers, all that more coming your way on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Collinsville Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Collinsville Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, collinsvillejennings.com.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And once again, welcome back to Belleville West High School. I am Todd Duke alongside Chris Kettler. We're glad that you're with us here on the Kahoks Sports Network for the season finale for your Collinsville Lady Kahawks, as well as the Lady Maroons of Belleville West High School, as both teams are set to begin postseason play on Monday of the next coming week. Matter of fact, here is a look at your O'Fallon Regional. It'll be Belleville West taking on Alton. Belleville West is the number 7 seed in that O'Fallon Regional. Alton is the number 9 seed. That'll be the 6 o'clock game on Monday night. That'll be followed by your Lady Kahawks, the number 6 seed, as they will take on Granite City. Granite City has the number 10 seed. So the winner of the game between Belleville West and Alton will play host O'Fallon Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, and the winner of the Collinsville Granite City game will play Springfield at 7:30 on Wednesday night. O'Fallon, the number 2 seed, and Springfield, the number 3 seed. Of course, the number 1 seed, the Edwardsville Tigers, are playing in Quincy. Here's a look at your starting 5 first for the Belleville West Maroons. Of course, it is senior night here. They are going with all of their seniors. That includes Mayana Lampley. She is a 5'8" senior. Michaela Chapman, a 5'5" senior. Rondi Goodwin, a 5'7" senior. Taikeza Jones, a 5'7" senior. And Avery Bennett, a 5'5" senior. For Collinsville, back to the original starting 5 after they celebrated their senior night on Tuesday. Faith Liljegren back in the starting rotation, a 5'6" junior. Estacia Bush, the 5'9" sophomore. Bria King, of course, one of the seniors that started Tuesday night, back in there as well. King, a 5'6" senior. Katie Knudsen's a junior. She stands at 5'10", and another junior, Kristen Mitchell, stands at 6 foot. Last time these two teams met, back on January the 10th, I was doing a hockey game that night. Mr. Kettler was there. We touched on it briefly in the pregame comments, and then again with Coach Lori Billy, but 1 for 16 from the three-point stripe, 11 for 28 from the free throw line, and 18 turnovers, and Collinsville only scored 4 points in that first quarter.
Yeah, they got off to a rough start. Belleville West wasn't blowing them away by any chance, and you just felt like, you know, if these shots can start falling down, this is going to be a close game, and the Kahoks, if they got hot, it'd be a chance to win it, but it never came around. They kept missing the free throws. No threes would go in, and then Belleville West pulled away at the end.
Got a couple of milestones on the line here tonight for your Kahawks. Bria King, the senior, is 7 points away from recording her 500th point as a Lady Kahok, and junior Faith Lugeren is just 2 points away from that same milestone, 500 points in her career. Of course, Faith will have another year playing coming up next year, so I'm hoping both of them pull that off tonight. We are underway. Collinsville, of course, the road team, dressed in their purple jerseys and purple uniforms. They have their names, or excuse me, their numbers on the fronts and the back in white, and the word Kahoks written across the fronts of the jerseys. Belleville West, of course, the home team. They're in their home white uniforms, trimmed in just a modest decorum of maroon with the word West written across the fronts of their jerseys. And Collinsville will turn the ball over on their first offensive possession. Katie Knutson had it bounce off the top of her tennis shoe and straight out of bounds. So that's the way this one gets underway. Junior varsity team lost 60-24. So we're hoping that the Lady Kahawks can pull out a victory here tonight, kind of even things out here at Belleville West. First foul coming up is also going to belong to Collinsville. This one's going to go against Kristen Mitchell.
Kahawks pressing there, and Belleville West got the long pass on the player behind, got behind the pass, and Mitchell fouls her.
First shot from the free throw line by, I couldn't tell you. Ponytails, man, they will can't do anything until she gets out of the way and comes back up court. I have no idea. And one shot made, still can't tell.
They gave it to number one on the board up there. So.
All right, there we go. That's Jones. Still, when she came down the court, still never turned around to let me see what number she was wearing. Of course, she has to have the number one, right, which is a long, skinny line that is just right underneath that long ponytail. I'll just have to remember what she looks like from here on out. Here's Knutson over to King. King will launch the game's first three-pointer, and she uses the high glass to make it in there. And Collinsville is out front 3-1. We're just 1 minute in to this first quarter. Here are the Maroons heading up court. And with the ball, that is number 4, Mayanna Lampley. And Lampley sends it out over onto the right-hand wing, and Knutson went in for the interception and just knocked it out of bounds.
Kahawks settled for the 3 on their possession, but got a lucky bounce on the off the glass there.
Well, it took them a whole game to get one three-pointer the last time they met. Took them all of a minute and 2 seconds to pick up one here in this one. Here's a three-point answer on the way. That one rolls right off of the rim, off of the hands of Goodwin. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville, and now a travel belongs to Collinsville as well. Second turnover for the Kahawks.
King just couldn't pull the trigger on the pass quick enough over to Knutson, and one too many steps before she could release the ball.
There comes the aforementioned Jones. This time she gets it the old-fashioned way with a little layup driving down the lane. We're tied at 3. Here is Faith Lugeren for Collinsville. She'll bring it back out to the big BW with the flame going through the middle. That is the logo here at Belleville West High School's gymnasium. Underneath, Kristen Mitchell gets it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Bria King puts it back up, and after a couple of volleys off the rim, it falls in.
Good entry pass inside. Mitchell didn't handle it too cleanly at first. Got the first shot off, but the Chaos got the offensive rebound.
So Bria King already has the first 5 points, so now her and Lilligren only need 2 to hit the 500 club. Here back at midcourt is Michaela Chapman. Chapman fires it out over onto the left wing and then back out to the top of the key for Goodwin. Back over to Chapman. Now back out front. Here we go for Jones. Jones, her three-point shot misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Bria King. Well, off of Bria King to Faith Lilligren. And Collinsville comes up with a little bit of offense in mind. 5.5 minutes to go. 5-3 in favor of Collinsville. Knutson cuts through the lane. Good for 2. And she'll head to the free throw line as well.
She found lots of space to drive in there into the paint and hit the shot.
Foul will go against Lampley. That'll be her first, team first. Each team now has one. Knutson at the free throw line. 57% free throw shooter on the year. And the only one she gets rolls off the side, and the rebound goes into the Belleville bench. Collinsville had 4 seniors that celebrated senior night on Tuesday night. They had 5 seniors here celebrating senior night tonight. Because of the running clock in the fourth quarter of the JV game, they got all the festivities out of the way early, so we were kind of on time. Close enough anyway. West, they bring the ball up, and that is Michaela Chapman. Chapman all the way over to Bennett. Bennett dribbles and drives, kicks it off onto the wing now for Chapman. Chapman will take it to the top of the key, then the free throw line, takes the shot, rolls off the right side, and she picks up her own rebound. Gives it up to Jones. Jones back to where it came from. 3-point shot. That's nothing but air. And the loose ball belongs to Astasia Bush. She gets it up to Knutson, and Knutson is mugged from behind on the way up to the basket.
Just beating them down in transition there. Knutson got ahead of everybody.
Lampley will pick up her second straight foul. She has the only 2 on the board for Belleville, and back to the free throw line is Knutson, but she's going to go up there shooting 2 this go-round. First one, no good. So Knutson 0 for 2 from the free throw line as Shania Nunn, the 6-foot junior, will come in to take the place of Lampley with her 2 fouls. Here's Knutson. She can't make a free throw right now, and let's hope that these missed free throws don't come back to hurt Collinsville here a little later on. Rebound belongs to Belleville West. Almost a double dribble and a travel on that particular move. Underneath of the basket, knocked out of bounds. That pass was intended for Nunn. And the possession will stay with Belleville West with 4:39 left to play here in this first quarter. I'm slacking already on my duties as a scorekeeper. Another whistle on the play.
Got used to it because you didn't have to do it.
I didn't have to do it last week, or Tuesday night, because my scoreboard messed up on me, but I got that fixed last night when I was sitting at home without a game to do. Now we're caught up. All right, out front it comes to Jones. Jones has it at the top of the key, being guarded by Knutson. She'll hand the ball off to Chapman. Chapman from the right wing to the top of the key, and a pass that's partially blocked and then knocked away. Thought for a moment it was going to be a jump ball call, but now it goes back, and almost another travel there by Chapman. Chapman being pressured there by Faith Liljegren. Staying with her step for step is Liljegren. Now a little underhand shovel pass that goes to Jones. Jones dribbles and drives, tries to penetrate the perimeter. No room to move there. Now a ball comes out front for Bennett, and she hits a three-pointer.
Worked out for West there. They brought it all to one side and switched over the opposite and found the open player. Knocks down the 3.
We go from 7-3 to 7-6, just like that. Here's Bush with the no-look pass over to Liljegren in front of the free throw line. Knutson takes a shot after one dribble, and, well, she couldn't hit a free throw, but she takes one step in front of the line and just swished it.
That's the difference right there. 1 foot, I guess.
1 foot, right? Here's Jones. Jones brings it in from the right wing and loses control of the ball. Traveled. Second turnover for Belleville West to match the 2 for Collinsville. Kahawks are up 9-6.
Jones just driving in there, hoping for some contact and a foul. Has nowhere to go, and a whistle.
A little equipment malfunction there for Jones, I think, but that was a very quick fix. Here comes Liljegren after the inbound pass from Bush. No pressure in the backcourt being put on at all by the Maroons. Over onto the right wing for Knutson. Knutson across the way for Liljegren. Liljegren dribbles and gives it back to Knutson. To Bush. Right wing, now over into the left corner. Here's Mitchell with a three-point shot. That one was going to be a little short off the front of the rim. I could see it when it left her hand. There's a shot put up by Astasia Bush after the rebound. Second rebound belongs to Collinsville as well. Nice save by Knutson. Out front, and a foul against Collinsville. Lane violation?
Yeah, I think 3 seconds. Yeah, all them players in there when they kicked it out.
All those moving parts down there, and somebody stood in one place for too long. Third turnover for Collinsville. West brings the ball up. Here is Jones. Jones takes it from the right wing and to the baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound by Nunn and put back up but out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Collinsville, and Bennett will take care of the inbound opportunity here. 2:40 left to play here in this first quarter. Into the corner it goes, and that is Chapman. Chapman brings it out of the left corner in front of the Kahok bench. Now gives it up on the wing. Here comes another three-point shot. That one's off to the right this time, off of the hands of Randy Goodwin. Collinsville comes up with the rebound. Astasia Bush is fouled as she was shooting, so another free throw participant coming up. This one's going to go against Michaela Chapman. That'll be her first, team third. And to the free throw line, it'll be Stasia Bush. And off the fat part of the iron, then off the front of the rim, and then it just took a dart out to the left. Bush on the year, 55.2 from the charity stripe. High arc, and that one falls a little short. And Bennett got lucky enough to be in the right spot to kick that rebound up for the Maroons. Here is Terrell into the game now. Now at the top of the key for Nunn. Back over to Terrell. That is Lamaya Terrell, and a three-point shot by Chapman.
Quick passes back and forth there. The leaves West open for the three. Liljegren couldn't close in time.
9-9 our score. Just under 2 minutes to go. Here is Bria King. King gets the ball over to Bush. Bush across the way for Knutson. She'll line up a three-point shot. That one hits nothing but air and then ends up going out of bounds off of Kristen Mitchell.
After getting one early, the Kahoks still settling for threes.
Well, we got the first one and then have missed on the next three. So 1 for 4 for Collinsville. Here is Terrell, the 5'7" freshman, who brings the ball up court for the Maroons. 90 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Out front, Bennett. Bennett, bounce pass over onto the wing for Chapman. Chapman. You know, they really should have put the numbers on these jerseys in maroon instead of white trimmed in maroon.
They did that in football, and those were hard to see. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was another three-point shot taken there by the Maroons. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Bush over to Mitchell. Mitchell pulls up inside the perimeter. Bria King offset to the left of the free throw line, misses. Here's Liljegren. Her shot was an air ball, but Knutson with the nice save. And a rebound effort put up by King, and still not in. This time the rebound belongs to Nunn. Nunn gives the ball up now to Chapman. Chapman gets it across the line. 40 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. With the ball now is Nunn. That was Terrell. Bounce pass, and then just outside, Nunn off the glass, good for two. Shania Nunn gets her first points of the game, and Belleville West has a 2-point lead. There's a shot underneath. Knutson.
Battled in there, put up a tough shot, got it to drop.
Collinsville ties it right back up. Over onto the wing. That is Chapman. Chapman trying to push it into the lane for Nunn, but that ball was intercepted by Knutson at the buzzer, Liljegren at the buzzer. Knutson shoots, and that three-pointer was well off the mark, and at the end of 1 quarter of play, we are tied at 11. We'll take a break here and come back and give you quarter number 2. We'll do that next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you as we get you set for quarter number 2 between Collinsville and Belleville West. 11-11 after 1 quarter of play. Maroons will start quarter number 2 with the ball in their possession offensively, and bringing the ball up, it is Terrell. Terrell dumps the ball off, and then top of the key for Nunn. Back over to Terrell, almost picked off there by Bria King. Now up front, and Bennett travels. That's Reese Bennett, the 5'7" freshman. And that's the 4th turnover for Belleville West.
Bennett's just checking in the game, and I remember her. She played real hard in that last time these 2 teams met.
Yeah, I think they've converted her into a regular starter of some sorts. If not, she doesn't stay on the bench very long. Here is Kristen Mitchell on the baseline after a pass. That was partially deflected, but still made it to Bush. No look pass to Mitchell. Underneath for King, and King gets fouled from behind. And that's a good thing, or else that ball would have been out of bounds after King knocked it there. So now Chapman picks up her second foul. So Lampley and Chapman start off the game with 2 fouls apiece. They took Lampley out of the game after she committed her 2. Here's Astasia Bush all the way back out to Liljegren. Liljegren, pass that was intended for Bush as she was just underneath the basket baseline, but she wasn't ready for it, and it went right over her head anyway.
Too high anyway, and definitely wasn't ready for it.
There's Terrell. She brings the ball up just underway in the second quarter. Bria King picks the ball off, and she'll take it in off the glass, counted for 2. And Bria King has hit 500 points for her career. Now Liljegren is going to get called for a foul before the Maroons could even transition up court.
I would say King isn't well known for picking him off like that.
No.
But, that's a great play.
Yeah, it was.
Fenton will come in now for the Kahoks, and Mitchell has a seat.
Here comes the Maroons, and there go the Maroons. Here is Liljegren after picking up a loose ball that was left on the ground by Chapman, and now a return of fortunes for both teams, reversal in fortunes. Rebound, put up, and then back in for Belleville West. Here's Liljegren with a bounce to Knutson. Back over to Liljegren. Has that ball poked away from her, but gets it right back, then gets double teamed. Still gets the ball to Knutson, who gets triple teamed. And you know, if somebody's triple teamed, someone's got to be open. That someone was Fenton. Now back out front. Liljegren with a 3-point shot. That bounces high off the fat part of the iron. Fenton gets the ball back to Knutson off the glass, good for 2.
Finally took the 5th opportunity. The Kahoks get the 2 points.
There was like 4 offensive rebounds in that one effort down there.
That's a way to pad the stats.
That's right. Here's Chapman.
Maroons looking to get inside, but they're patiently moving it around the arc.
You know, this scoreboard's starting to make me mad. I pressed that button like 5 times before it actually took. Meanwhile, I'm missing the game. Here's a rebound by Astasia Bush. Still need to give a couple more points here to the Maroons. There we go. All right, here's Bush to Knutson. And Knutson gets ping-ponged around off of a couple of defenders, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow, couldn't tell you. It's on the front of the scorer's table, and we are behind the scorer's table.
Yeah, just like the boys' game on Tuesday, they don't light up that spot that is available on the scoreboard.
Collinsville had the possession arrow in their favor, apparently. Here comes Liljegren. A no-look pass for Bria King, but it was watched all the way by the Maroons and their defense. No good on the easy layup. And they're going to say no shot, foul was on the ground. So Collinsville's 6th turnover. Yep, Liljegren will pick up her 2nd. Team 3rd. Liljegren has 2 of the 3. The other one belongs to Kristen Mitchell. So Liljegren will head out. Mitchell will come back in, as will Lexi Ludgate. There's a shot, no good. Knutson there with the rebound. Kahawks bring the ball up. 5:20 left to play here. Quarter number 2. Last game of the regular season before both teams head to their respective playoffs. And another no-look pass. Nice save again by Knutson. She's done that a couple of times already in this game. The shot fell way short by Mitchell. And now a ball poked out. Collinsville picks it up, and out it goes to Fenton, and it's on the ground again. This time a jump ball is called, so you know possession arrow has to be in favor of the Maroons this time. They could have probably called 3 jump balls on that one possession there.
I believe that was none on West. It was down there on the ground, and she was just wailing her arms back and forth to keep a Collinsville player from getting her hands on it, but there was nothing else she could do being down on the ground like that.
Michaela Chapman brings the ball up and slammed it to the ground a couple of times with authority. I don't think she's too happy right now. Picks up her dribble, almost travels, and almost throws the ball away right after she did that. Gets the ball over to Jones. Jones drives, takes the shot, gets it to fall. Count it.
Not sure where the foul was there. See that Jones kind of split the two defenders, and next thing you know, she threw the shot up, and
Katie Fenton gets called for the foul.
Fenton just stand there, gets called for a foul.
I'm not even going to use my little thing there anymore. I'll just use the mouse. Seems to be a little bit easier. There's Jones, already 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Hits it. And back up by 1 are the Maroons. Here is Lexi Ludgate to Knutson. She'll line up a 3-point shot, and that one hits nothing but air as the ball hit the out-of-bounds line before Fenton could go for the save. 7 turnovers now for Collinsville here in this first half. Maroons, they bring the ball up. There is Avery Bennett. Gets the ball over onto the other side. And back over to Bennett, the other Bennett, Reese Bennett. It was the Bennett girls back and forth for a little bit. Here is Avery. Bounce pass over to Jones. Jones almost ran into the arms of Bush. Drives and just put her shoulder right into Katie Fenton. And, of course, the call is going to go the other way, right?
Fenton's taken the 2 toughest fouls I've seen anybody take in the last 30 seconds. One, she just stands there and the player sidestepped her.
This time, Jones just went in with her shoulder. You could tell she led with that shoulder on purpose.
Yeah, this time it's charged into and gets called for a foul again.
So back up to the free throw line is Jones. First shot good.
Fouls mounting up for the Kahoks, and Coach Billy's going to have to go deeper into her bench.
Next one for Jones, no good. Rebound belongs to Kristen Mitchell, who gets it up to Knutson. Knutson drives right side off the inside of the rim, gets her own rebound and into the corner. Out to Mitchell on the other side for Ludgate, just inside the perimeter. Ludgate, her shot falls a little bit short. Ball being volleyed for, picked up by the Maroons. They bring the ball up. Here is one of the Bennett girls dropping it off for the other Bennett girl. That is Avery. Avery tries to get the ball over to Reese and instead threw it in the hands of Jones. Here is Reese. She'll take a shot. That's no good. It comes out the left side. There's Lexi Ludgate with the rebound for Collinsville. Ludgate with a little spin move there at the mid-court stripe. Now throws it into the corner for Mitchell. Mitchell tries to cut across the perimeter. Instead, underneath Katie Fenton. Been a while since Collinsville scored some points. Nice to see we can get back on the board here. 17-17. Still no worse for wear here, as Reese Bennett brings the ball up court with 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Over to Jones. Back out front, here is Lampley. She'll drive and take an off-balance shot off the high glass. Fenton with the rebound for Collinsville. Gets it to Knutson. Knutson brings it up over here on the right side, then drives baseline, kicks it out front, trying to bounce a pass onto the wing for Ludgate, but that ball is picked off by Jones, and she'll take it all the way down, but can't convert. And then when Ludgate got her hand on the rebound, Reese Bennett tried to strip the ball away and got more body than ball. First foul for Bennett. 6th team foul now for Belleville West. And we have 2:38 left to play here in this first half. Here is Bush inbounding to Ludgate. Ludgate gives it back to Astasia, and Collinsville brings it up across the timeline. Pass over on the right wing for Knutson. Knutson dribbles and drives, kicks it out front for Bauer. Cross-court pass for Astasia Bush on the left wing. Out front for Bauer. She'll dribble it once, give it to Mitchell, and back out front we go for Knutson. Drives through the lane, tries to take the shot. Couldn't get the ball up because Reese Bennett held onto her arm. And now Bennett's going to get a technical too, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. She plays with a lot of fire out there, and not surprised to see her be the one to get called for a technical foul. She got close last time they played. I believe she fouled out too fairly early in the game.
Well, she gets called for a regular foul and a technical foul, so she's got a lot of gumption there for a freshman, huh? She'll head out of the game. And in her place will be Terrell. She'll step back into the game. Meanwhile, Knutson will have 4 shots coming from the free throw line. No, it should not be a 1-and-1. She was trying to get that ball up to the basket and got her hand held. So she was in the process of shooting. Are they going to do a 1-and-1 and then 2?
The technical was the 7th foul. It's 7 now, so the 2 for the shooting foul and then the 2 for technical. 1-and-1 doesn't become a factor at all.
Okay. Knutson. Well, she better figure that out because she is now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. And she's got 3 more shots coming up to her here on this go-around.
She doesn't have to be the one to take the technical.
No. Good. I'd leave her out there, though.
But she will be.
Let her break out of her own slump.
Yep, Coach Billy will leave her out there and take these technical shots.
Oh, just hit the inside of the rim on that one. One more shot coming for Katie Knutson. That one's good. (19-17), 2:13 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville will get the ball back as well. Ludgate will take it from the backcourt, and she'll cross the line with 2:10 left to play here in the first half. Over to Knutson. Knutson dribbles once, gives it up to Bush. Bush inside the perimeter, takes the shot off the fat part of the iron, no good. Kristen Mitchell, her return shot up there, hit the high part of that glass, and then it bounces out of bounds. Not sure if she wasn't fouled when that shot was taken.
Lots of hands in her face. She thought she had to put a lot of power on it just to get the shot up, and a little too much on it ended up being.
So Collinsville turns the ball over. West will bring it up. Here is Terrell. Terrell over onto the left wing. Gets it into the hands of Goodwin. Here's a three-point shot, top of the key, no good. Rebound, who wants that one? It's going to be handled by Belleville West, and then a foul on the way up for Kaja Gray. Knutson will pick up her first foul. Team 6th. Gray, the 6'2" junior, shoots and rolls off from one side and out the other. Gray hits the second one. And Collinsville will bring the ball up with 1:40 left to play here in this first half. Here is Knutson over on the wing to Bauer. Back to Knutson, to King. King back to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing. Now a left wing pass to Bush. She'll line up another long three-point shot. That one hits the rim and goes straight up. And then a rebound by Nunn, but then she traveled with it. So Collinsville catches a break there. And the inbound pass comes into Bauer to Knutson, bluffs the three, and she travels.
One step too many before she puts the ball down. Another travel, another turnover.
That would be the 8th for Collinsville. Maroons 7 after that travel call after the rebound underneath of the basket by Goodwin. Inbound pass comes in from Jones to Terrell. Terrell brings the ball up across the timeline, being watched there by Bria King. Pass over to Jones on the wing. Out to the top of the key for Nunn. Back over to Terrell. Terrell on the right wing. Top of the key, Goodwin. She'll take a shot from there. That was an air ball and out of bounds. Now each team has 8 turnovers, and we have 1:05 left to play here in this first half. Here is Bauer over to Knutson and to Mitchell just inside the lane, but just outside of the lane was Gray, and she picked off that pass. Here's Terrell trying to get around King. 45 seconds. Over to Goodwin. Top of the key for Nunn. Now back over to Terrell. Terrell had the ball poked away by King, but King couldn't get there quick enough to get that ball and help Belleville West commit turnover number 9. Here is Goodwin. She'll drive. She'll take about 5 steps and not get called for it. At least that's the way it seemed to me. And now a foul underneath the basket.
Players going for the ball, and unfortunately ends up being Mitchell wrapping up Maroon player.
That'll be the second for Mitchell. Collinsville's 7th. Each team has 7. 25.5 seconds left on the clock, and at the free throw line once again, Kasia Gray. She went 1 for 2 from there just a moment ago and hits that one. Will stay up for a bonus. We are tied at 19. That one's off to the right. Knutson into the corner to pick up the rebound. Brings it up to Bauer. Bounces it in for Bush. She'll drive baseline and dump it off underneath for Fenton, but now the ball is on the ground and a jump ball called. Man, I tell you what, Stacia Bush clamped onto that ball that was being held onto by Nunn and almost slid Nunn across the floor with her, trying to take that ball out of her hands. Nunn was not going to let go.
She did slide her across the floor and then about pulled her back up off the ground.
Collinsville keeps it. And Knutson gets the inbound pass just outside the lane. King, cross court, Bauer dribbles. Free throw line is where she stops and gives it to Fenton. Fenton tries to back her way in, no room, gives to Knutson. Knutson back out to the free throw line. Bria King off the glass, good for 2 at the buzzer.
She started off the half with that bank 3 and then ends it here on that shot from the free throw line to give the Kahoks the lead at halftime.
That's where we stand at halftime, 21-19. As we get you set to welcome you into the halftime show, brought to you by our friends at Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape, they have awesome food, nachos, burgers, pork steaks. Boy, summertime, pork steaks, I can't wait for that. So many sides to list, host of other wonderful menu items, and all put together by the greatest people around the Collinsville area that has to do with food. The McGee's, Ron McGee, daughter Dana, and the rest of his family, they all do a good job over there, plus all his employees. 345 Cafe, that's the number you can call for Cafe Agape. Delivery, catering service, you name it, they can handle it. 345-2233 is their number. We'll take a break. We'll see if we can find some halftime scores for you, and we'll recap the first half of this game. We'll do all that and more coming up on the Cafe Agape halftime show next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And we welcome you back into the broadcast balcony here at Belleville West High School, or our halftime score. Collinsville 21 and the Belleville West Maroons 19. Chris Kettler will get you all up to date on our halftime scoreboard. Take it away there, sir. Would you lose it?
Don't exactly have a whole lot. I've only found 2 scores. Althoff beat Sesser-Valier 40-39 in West Glen Regional, and Greenville, who we saw in the girls tournament, they defeated Alt Marquette 58-18 in Staunton Regional.
Wow, 58-18. Yeah, that's not surprising. Greenville is a good team. After 2 periods of play down in Florida, the St. Louis Blues are playing the best team in the NHL this year, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and after 2 complete periods, it is 0-0. So actually, that's, I think, pretty good news if you're a Blues fan facing the best team in the NHL, and just because you haven't scored a goal, but you know what? They haven't scored one either. Here we have a 21-19 game. Collinsville has a 2-point lead thanks to Bria King and her shot at the buzzer off the glass. That went in for 2. We started off that way, too, with a 3-point shot by Bria King. Bria King has 9 points, but Katie Knutson leads all scorers. She's the only one in double digits right now with 10 points. And besides King's 9 and Knutson's 10, Katie Fenton has the only other 2 points in the game for Collinsville. For Belleville West, Takeza Jones has 8 points. After that, 3 points apiece for Michaela Chapman and Avery Bennett. Those are off 3-point shots. And then 2 points apiece for Shania Nunn and Kasia Gray. As far as other numbers are concerned, Collinsville out-rebounding Belleville West 17-8. Collinsville has turned the ball over 9 times compared to 8 for the Maroons. Collinsville from the free throw line, 2 of 7, and actually that's all Katie Knutson. She has been the only free throw participant for Collinsville in this game. So Collinsville 2 of 7 from the free throw line, while Belleville West is 5 of 9. From beyond the 3-point stripe, Collinsville is 1 of 6, while Belleville West is 2 of 9. We were tied 11-11 after 1 quarter of play. Collinsville outscored Belleville West 10-8 in that second quarter, so nice to see the Kahawks defensively holding the Maroons down to single digits in that second quarter. So you add those numbers together, it is a 21-19 advantage for Lori Billy and her Collinsville Lady Kahawks. Again, in case I didn't mention it before, and I don't think I did, we will not have a post-game show tonight. We are up on the opposite side of the gym where they don't even have the bleachers pulled out, so we're kind of like standing up against the bleachers, and I told Coach Billy not to bother to try to figure out how to get herself up here. So we'll talk to her plenty next week, I'm sure. So we will have a recap of the game, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night. That's going to do it for the Cafe Agape halftime show. Big thank you to the folks at Cafe Agape for sponsoring the halftime show, and we'll be back with quarter number 3 in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville West High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. We are underway in quarter number 3. Tight game we have here after one quarter. Collinsville with the 2-point lead. Belleville West with the ball. Here is Michaela Chapman. Chapman gives the ball on the top of the key. Now she'll give the ball up on the run to Jones. Jones almost lost the handle on it. Now travels.
There you go, standing tall there on the defense for the Kahoks. Giving her nowhere to go, forcing her into travel.
Knutson will inbound to Liljegren. Liljegren out there with 2 fouls, as is Kristen Mitchell. Katie Fitton is on the bench with 2 fouls. Here is Knutson to Mitchell. Mitchell just outside the lane. One bounce in off the glass. Rolls all the way around the rim. And the rebound belongs to Lampley and Belleville West. Here come the Maroons with their second offensive opportunity here in the second half. And off the glass, no good on a kind of a wide open lane over there once she got past the initial line of defenders, wide open and couldn't have anything to show for it. Here's Bria King. She gets tripped up. Oh, she's going to get called for a charge.
Yeah, late call there. Going to call her for the charge. But down there on the other end, yeah, it seems like West has missed quite a few of them easy layups all alone.
Yeah, no charges against us in the first half. Just blocking fouls that could have been called charges on the other side, but I don't know. We'll see. 1 minute gone here in this third quarter, and we're still looking for our first score. Here comes Chapman. We hope that they wait a while for the first score. Chapman takes it around from the top of the key over to the wing, gives it up to Bennett. That's Avery Bennett, who gives it up now to Goodwin. 3-point shot from the top of the key. Good.
Goodwin's been off the mark, surprisingly so far in this game. Hits that one to start the second half. King steps in and gets slapped as she throws that shot up. Now the ball is on the ground, fighting for it.
And still fighting for it. And now West comes up with it. So Collinsville loses control of the ball. And I don't know how that was off of us. Oh, okay, it's not. Yeah, did it? What? Okay, I don't know. Oh, never mind. The girl was dribbling the ball up court and lost her balance and went out of bounds. How was that off on us?
On top of that, she took the ball out with her as she went screaming into the stands.
Right. I don't understand how that's on. Unless it was a foul and they didn't call that. Here's Jones. She'll drive, and I swear to God, that was a travel as well. Here's a rebound by King. Yeah, another missed layup. Now King floats through the lane. Her layup misses as well. Rebound going to be against King on the foul.
Yeah, Jones had started to pull the ball away, and a little push does bring her down to the ground by King.
So King did not commit any fouls in the first half and now has the first 2 here in the second half. And Collinsville still looking for their first point, and we are 9 seconds away from this quarter being 2 minutes old. Here's Chapman. Chapman over onto the wing for Avery. Avery from the right wing, bounce past top of the key, gives it up to Lampley and has her pocket picked by Bria King. This time King will have a little bit of a better layup opportunity, and this time she ends it with success, 23-22.
Second time King has taken the ball away from Lampley and went in with an easy layup.
Here's Chapman. Chapman out front to Avery. And now over here to Jones. Jones in front of her own bench to Goodwin at the top of the key. Back over to Avery. Avery, one dribble. Bounce pass back to Chapman. Chapman being watched by Liljegren. 5:24 left to play here in this third quarter, and a timeout going to be called by Belleville West. And it'll give us a chance to thank some of our sponsors. How about Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate. And you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 1231 Lebanon Road. 23-22 in favor of Collinsville. Maroons with the ball. Here's Chapman. Kicks it out to Jones. Jones dribbles and drives, trying to cut through the perimeter, has the ball knocked out of her hands by Knutson, picked up by Liljegren, and Liljegren's return shot goes off the bottom of the backboard. King finds it and puts it back in, and it snakes its way all the way around the rim and through. Foul being called against Avery Bennett. That'll be her first, team first. And they gave that to Bush. Oh.
Bush underneath there.
I thought that was King. All right.
The rebound and the bucket, and Chaos get up by 4.
Take it away from King and give it to Bush, +1. 26.
Well, picked off here by King.
Nice. Here's Liljegren, and she is going to be on the opposite end of a blocking call, and will head to the free throw line herself, looking for her first 2 points in this game, trying to get to 500. All she needed was 2. As that foul is going to go against Chapman, that'll be her third. Liljegren at the free throw line this year, 48.7%. Good on the first one. Bria King only needed 7 points to get to 500 in this game, and she got 9 in the first half. She has a couple here already in this third quarter. Now she has 11. Next one for Faith Liljegren. Good. There's the 500th point for Miss Liljegren as well. So congratulations to both of the Lady Kahawks on that milestone in their careers. Now we need to win the game so it feels a lot better. Out the top of the key. Now over here for Lampley. Back to Goodwin. Over to Chapman. Chapman dribbles. Back out toward the midcourt stripe. Has it poked away by Liljegren, but Liljegren couldn't get there in time to make the steal. And now here is Chapman going on over to the right wing, reverses direction, over to the left wing in the perimeter, bounces it into the corner for Jones. 3-point shot, skips off the front of the rim, and the rebound belongs to Astasia Bush. Collinsville brings the ball back up court. Out of bounds by the Maroons. 4:10 left to play here in this third quarter, and getting ready to check back into the game is the freshman Reese Bennett. She with 3 fouls. One of those, a technical foul the last time she was on the floor. Inbound pass comes into Liljegren. She'll take it from one sideline over here to the next and give it up to Knutson. Halfway through quarter number 3, Collinsville up by 6. Dumps off in the corner for Bush. She'll drive it, take it high off the glass, and it kind of hit the corner of the high backboard and came straight back down. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. They bring it up, and a little move through the lane, and another layup missed there by Belleville West, but Collinsville will foul, and Nunn will head to the free throw line.
I believe the first girl, Jones, was anticipating some contact by Mitchell there and didn't adjust her shot accordingly. But the rebound falls down for West, and Nunn will go to the line.
Bush with her first foul. Nunn at the free throw line. Good on the first one. She did not go to the line in the first half, and on the year, Nunn is the leading free throw shooter on her team at 72%. Mix 1 of 2. King with the rebound for Collinsville over to Bush. Bush on the left wing. Now we'll back it up toward midcourt, give it up to Knutson in front of, or excuse me, Liljegren in front of her own bench. Well, I've been calling those two the opposite names all night, haven't I?
Throws that one away.
Well,
couldn't find Bush in the corner.
Collinsville up by 5, 28-23, 3:28 left to play here in this third quarter. Jones will come to the bench, and Terrell will come back out onto the floor and take the inbound pass from Reese Bennett. Here is Terrell. Bounce pass on the wing, Lampley. Out to the top of the key, Nunn. Over onto the far wing, Terrell. She'll take a shot from there, and she'll hit it.
Liljegren had her back to her there, couldn't close in on time to contest that shot, and now they turn it over.
Well, that's not a good recipe there. Maroons bring it up. Here is Terrell, or excuse me, that is Lampley, who got the pass from Bennett, and a whistle.
King steps in front of Bennett there, almost steals it, but falls out of bounds. Maroons keep the ball.
Bennett will inbound into the backcourt to Terrell. She'll bring it across with 2:50 left to play. Quarter number 3. Bounce pass back to Bennett. Bennett to the top of the key now for Goodwin. Over here for Terrell. Up outside the lane. None. Turnaround shot. No good.
It's up with the ball underneath. Double team. They're going to say it goes off of one of the Kahoks on a tip.
I beg to differ. Inbound pass comes all the way back out to Nunn at the top of the key. She'll give it up to Terrell, and then Terrell will lose control of the ball, and now it comes back to the Collinsville Kahawks. Each team with multiple turnovers. Collinsville with 12, Maroons with 10.
Yeah, definitely getting sloppy here in the middle portion of this third quarter.
2.5 minutes to go in the third. Here is Bush on the left wing, back over to the right wing for Liljegren. Liljegren and Bush will play catch on the wings. Liljegren drives, baseline, kicks it over to Mitchell. Little hook shot, no good. Bria King with the rebound, no good. And this time the rebound belongs to the Maroons. Almost got the ball, did Liljegren, away from Lampley. Now back to Bennett, now back to Lampley. Lampley on the wing and into the backcourt. Collinsville will get the ball. I was waiting to see what they were going to call there, if they were going to call Knutson for traveling when she got a hold of the ball and slid across the floor.
I think the first touch in the backcourt was by the Maroons, so they called the backcourt violation first. Didn't matter anything that happened after that when the Kahawks touched the ball.
Kahawks are up by 3, 28-25. Just under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here is Bush out front to Liljegren, to Knutson in front of the free throw line. Back to Liljegren, did the head fake, and now back over to Nastasia Bush on the right wing. Left wing for Liljegren. Knutson top of the key. She'll dribble, she'll drive, she'll shoot, and she'll be fouled.
That's been there all day for her, to drive in the paint, get the shots up, but another foul, and she struggled from the line today.
That will be the first foul on Nunn. To the free throw line, Knutson. She's been the only free throw participant here in this game until Liljegren and Bush went up here in this half. And Knutson, Katie, is having a little bit of a hard time from the line tonight. That one rattles its way through. And Katie now with 11 points. .137 left to play here in this third quarter. Here comes Reese Bennett. She'll give the ball up to Terrell. Terrell over on the far side wing. Knutson all over, playing some good defense over there. And now another turnover by the Maroons. Each team now with 12, but for the Maroons, they have 3 in a row.
Maroons looking inside, and they can't get it inside, and then as they try to move the ball around in the backcourt, they keep turning it over.
Here is Katie Knutson. Man, I've been doing that all night. Faith Liljegren to Knutson from Mitchell. Oh, that one wouldn't go in. Thought that was going to be a nice little easy basket there, but it rolled off the rim and hit the back of the glass and then out the other side. Here is Jones. Boy, I tell you what, that was a travel, wasn't it? Man, oh man.
Good break there for the Maroons.
Ooh, boy.
Kicked out for Bennett, and she hits a 3.
Yes, she does. And now we're under a minute to go. Here's Knutson with a bounce pass to Doyle. Now to Liljegren. Back to Knutson. Knutson gets that ball slapped out of her hands as she was up in midair. And Katie will go back to the free throw line, and Reese Bennett will pick up foul number, oh, nope, never mind. Got that number backwards. Instead of 41, it's 14, or 41 instead of 14. So Gray picks up her first foul. Knutson back to the free throw line. You know that bothers her.
Yeah, she's getting them opportunities too, especially keeps getting fouled in the paint there, and she goes to the line. And
I don't know, she's jumping.
Struggling.
She's jumping when she shoots. When you're at the free throw line, do your feet need to leave the line? Most of the time they don't, right? Oh, there's another thrown away pass.
Yeah, same spot again for West, throwing it
right into their bench.
Right in the backcourt is they can't get the ball inside, and the guards just are losing their spots out there.
36.3 seconds to play. As Lampley will come back in for Reese Bennett. Inbound pass will come in from Lexi Ludgate to Riley Doyle. Doyle, the 5'7" sophomore, tries to throw it into the corner for Knutson, but that ball was knocked out of bounds by Lampley. So we'll just do this all over again, just in front of the Kahok bench instead of the Maroon bench. Here's Ludgate. 25 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville up by 1. Here's Knutson, top of the key for Mitchell. Mitchell, one-arm pass, and a foul against Katie Fenton away from the play in the paint. And for Fenton, that'll be her third, and a bad time to commit that foul. 17.6 seconds left to play here in this third quarter.
No need for that in that spot either. The Kahoks really weren't trying to get it inside just yet, still moving the ball around the perimeter. And
trying to play for the last basket. Now West will get that opportunity. Here's Jones over onto the wing for Chapman. Chapman, one bounce, and she picks it back up and gives it to Jones. 7 seconds left. Jones trying to drive, loses control of the ball, and the ball is still on the ground, and now it's thrown away just at the buzzer. And we will head to the fourth quarter with your Kahawks still up by 1, 29-28. Fourth quarter. That'll come your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back at Belleville West High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. We head to quarter number 4. Close game, 29-28. That was a low-scoring quarter. Belleville West outscoring Collinsville 9-8 in that third quarter.
Mostly threes from West, right?
Yeah.
Couple threes.
Collinsville will start off with the ball in their hands as we begin the fourth quarter. Here is Knutson. God, why do I keep on saying that? Liljegren over to Mitchell. Mitchell can't hold on to the ball. It's loose, and it belongs to the Maroons. They bring it up, and off the glass, no good. Out the other side, a shot that was taken backwards by Lampley. Missed the mark, and a whistle follows.
Lampley has to know there that ain't a good shot ever. Maybe just kick it out and work some offense there.
Lampley picks up the foul, too. That's her third. Here comes Liljegren. I'll get the name right. You'd figure after a couple years I'd know these things, right? Here's Knutson. I'm just having one of those nights for some reason. King just outside the lane takes the shot. It has nothing except air underneath it. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Maroons. Collinsville will keep it. Whoever scores last is going to win this game, right?
Yeah,
out to top of the key. Knutson bluffs the three. Gives it up to Bria King. She also bluffs the three. Takes it in off the glass too hard. There is a putback, and it's in by Kristen Mitchell. Her first points here in this game.
Might be the whoever scores last wins, but they might score with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Nearly another one picked off by King.
31-28. 3-point lead by Collinsville. 7:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're just underway in quarter number 4. Inbound pass comes into Jones. Jones will back it up toward the midcourt stripe, pick up her double, and that's when Knutson closes in on her. And a timeout called by Belleville West. So they have used 2 timeouts. Collinsville has not used any of their timeouts as of yet. Let's thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. And for more information, you can always visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's new website. Well, it was new at the beginning of the year anyway. CollinsvilleCEA.org. Let's also thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club. Since 1934, the Collinsville Junior Service Club has been doing their thing, and their thing has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. If you'd like information on their trivia night, just head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and you will be hooked up. Rebound, jump ball called afterwards as both Nunn and Mitchell clamped onto it. Possession arrow remains in favor of Belleville West. Inbound pass will come in to Jones. She'll line up a three from there. No good. Had nothing but air. Went all the way over the other side. Knutson with the rebound for Collinsville. She brings it up and just outside the lane takes a shot and gets called for the charge. Knutson picks up her second foul. And the Maroons will bring the ball up. Trailing by 3. Here is Chapman. Chapman gets the ball over to Lampley, who gets it to Goodwin. Back over to Chapman. Chapman on the far side wing. And top of the key. Jones will try another three-point shot. Misses the mark on the second one as well. Bush with the rebound to Knutson. Outside to Liljegren. And now to Bush. Here is Mitchell. That was a nice save by Knutson. She's done that a few times tonight. Saved the ball from going out of bounds. And now we have a foul coming up. 2 more shots coming up for Kristen Mitchell. Nunn picks up her second. And Kristen Mitchell, her first trip to the free throw line here tonight, 56% on the year for Mitchell. Collinsville having a hard time hitting free throws again tonight.
They're facing that demon again tonight.
Man, you ain't kidding. If they could hit half of their free throws, they'd probably have a 10-point lead. Mitchell, next one, swoops right out of there. No good. Rebound belongs to the Maroons.
I'm thinking a night like this, a 10-point lead would be almost worth twice that.
Yeah. Here's Chapman. Chapman dribbles her way over to the wing and dumps the ball off to Lampley. Lampley's shot, no points, and we're going the other way with it. And another foul coming up against Nunn. Back to back, and Shania Nunn now has 3.
Nunn trying to clear space there at the last second for the layup, and she gets called for the foul.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that's a travel there by Liljegren. Big time.
No need to pull up from all the way back there, and unnecessary turnover there.
Mm-hmm. Inbound pass comes into the backcourt. Taken up by Jones. One arm pass, over to Lampley. Now to Goodwin. Goodwin, top of the key, being watched there by Bush. He'll take it into the lane anyway. Dumps it off to Nunn, and Nunn off the glass for 2.
Defense claps in on Goodwin there, and Nunn is able to lay it in easily.
1-point lead and a turnover. West, they bring it up and throw it away themselves. Oh, I say it was off of Mitchell. Mitchell reached up trying to grab that ball and got a fingertip on it.
Yeah, she didn't need to do that, but it did go off her.
Yeah.
Jones is going to be led too far. Wasn't going to be able to get
Jones saw it hit her finger too and immediately pulled her arms down so she wouldn't accidentally touch it herself. All the way over to Jones into the corner. Nice move to get around Liljegren. A acrobatic circus-style shot didn't go, and the loose ball belongs to Collinsville. And again, Liljegren travels.
Couldn't finish her jump stop there. Both feet kept moving.
Just some mental mistakes going on here. Now Coach Billy wants a timeout. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you're building a new home or thinking about that remodeling job that you've been putting off for a while, well, you can give Pace Design and Construction a call. They can help you. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Let's also thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in Collinsville. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. 5:22 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 31-30, Collinsville with the 1-point lead, and it could be a lot more if Collinsville would cut down on the mistakes and hit free throws.
Well, both teams can say that. If we can clean up this mistake, that mistake. West has missed a lot of layups. Kahoks struggled from the free throw line. Who can really turn this up here in the last 5 minutes and pull away? Otherwise, we're going to go all the way down to the wire here at the end.
Yep, I agree. Collinsville right now 6 of 16 from the free throw line. West, none. Over onto the wing now for Chapman. Chapman almost with a bounce pass over there to Avery, Bennett. Instead, she takes the ball and still has it, does Chapman. Trying to enter from the right wing, cut off by Bush. Now she picks up her dribble and gives it up for Lampley. Top of the key for Nunn. Over on the far side, back for Chapman. Chapman up front now for Bennett. Bennett, she'll launch a three-point shot and she'll hit it. The only points that she has in this game are three-pointers for the young freshman, Reese Bennett. Over to, now we're going to have another foul. This one's going to go against Kristen Mitchell, and things are kind of getting out of control here for Collinsville.
Yeah, coming out of the timeout here, they still look a little shaky. Still four timeouts left. If something else happens down here, maybe another basket, wouldn't be bad to use another one of them timeouts.
2-point lead now for the Maroons. They bring the ball up over onto the wing. It's Lampley to the top of the key for Nunn. Nunn will give it up onto this wing now for Chapman. Chapman takes it all the way back out to midcourt. Trying to dribble and drive, but Liljegren with her the whole way. And
yeah, there's the defense.
There you go.
She's been working hard and trying to get one of them 5-second calls all night, and finally pays off for Liljegren. Clock keeps going even. Oh, there it goes. Finally stopped.
15th turnover for the Maroons. Collinsville has 16 of those. Here is Liljegren. She's turned the ball over twice in a row the last time she's touched it. Over to Bush. Over to Knutson. Knutson, top of the key for King. Over her head, and we're going to have a foul against Kristen Mitchell away from the play again. Mitchell's going to go to the bench. Knutson's going to come in. Mitchell's picked up her fourth.
Ball got kicked away, and King was going to have to chase it down, and you see Mitchell tied up underneath there, and she gets her fourth foul, and Fenton will have to come in. That was way away from everybody, as everybody was chasing that ball that was going back towards the timeline.
Katie Fenton has 3 fouls herself. Here is Chapman, and that ball was almost picked off by King.
King continues to beat Lampley there all night long. She's got a few steals and a couple of those near miss ones.
Here's the ball that comes into the freshman, Reese Bennett. She gets the ball up into the hands of Chapman. Chapman reverses direction and heads out toward the top of the key. A bounce pass off of the intended receiver, out of bounds, and that's a turnover that Collinsville really needed there. Each team now at 16 turnovers. And here comes Collinsville with 3.5 minutes to go, and the Kahawks trail by 2. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren picks up her dribble, gives to Knutson. Knutson on the left wing. Dribbles her way back out to the top of the key and gives it up to King. King over to Bush. Bush, far side wing, back out to the front. And a blocked ball that was picked up by Lampley, and Lampley off the glass, can't get it to go. None. Oh, what happened there?
That's going to be a tough break for the Kahoks. Liljegren
had her back foot out of bounds, didn't she?
She was out of bounds,
yep.
Then running in to steal that ball, and she had not established her position inside yet. It was still considered to be out of bounds, and West will keep this ball. Fortunate break there for the Kahoks.
Yep, had that back foot out of bounds. Inbound pass comes into Bennett. She almost stepped out of bounds herself. Now she picks up her dribble in front of her coach and throws the ball away to Liljegren, and then Liljegren left the ball behind. Jump ball called.
This arrow should be the Kahoks.
Yep, sure is. Collinsville trails by 2. They need to turn one of these turnovers into 2 points to tie it. West has giving the Kahawks every opportunity. And Collinsville has done the same in kind. Here is Bria King. Out to Liljegren, into the corner for Bush. Now at the free throw line, Bria King, one bounce. She takes it up and has the ball ripped out of her hands on a block by Nunn. And now a travel on the other end as the pass went right into Lampley, but she couldn't catch the ball cleanly and had to move her feet in the process. So each team with a turnover there. 2:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren moves the ball up across the timeline. 2.5 minutes. Over to Knutson in front of her bench. Knutson across the way to Bush. Bush back to Knutson in the lane. Turn around, take it good for 2.
I know what works there. Knutson's been able to get them shots in the lane all night long and get the tying basket with 2 minutes to go.
And she's hit a couple of them from in front of the free throw line. Can't hit anything on the free throw line. That actually is the first 2-point bucket for Knutson here in this second half. Here is Chapman being guarded closely over there by Liljegren. And now a whistle. We're going to have a foul.
The player called the timeout.
Timeout, okay.
She was getting guarded there and knew she was in a situation, and she called timeout.
Well, let's thank Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more, including getting your heavy equipment where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online, chapmantruckingllc.net. And the real estate market is hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today, 618-780-4622, or visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com. And while you're talking to the Blaylocks, you can ask about their HERO program, which gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, as well as EMTs. Again, that number is 780-4622, www.blaylockteam.com. 1:59 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes in. Maroons have the ball, and we are tied at 33.
Nunn's going to take this from the top of the
Nunn,
key.
3 off the fat part of the iron. Rebound, Jones. She'll put it back up and in, and Jones will head to the line.
Canucks aren't able to clean up on the rebound there, and that's what they open themselves up to. Fenton gets their 4th foul.
So that means Kristen Mitchell will check back in. And both Mitchell and Fenton have 4 fouls at the free throw line. Jones, she is 3 for 5 from the free throw line here tonight. That's too high. That's off the fat part of the iron. And there is, you got to be kidding me. Kristen Mitchell went for the rebound, and while she was laying on the floor, I believe that Lampley got caught up in Mitchell's hands, and Mitchell was going to foul out.
Yep, she lost the ball and then gave that last second shove out, and 1 second after coming back in, she's got her 5th foul and it's out, and Fenton will have to come back in, and she has 4.
2-point lead for the Maroons. That's the 9th team foul for Collinsville, so it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. First shot. Good. Next shot can make it a 2-possession game. Lampley, that's her first points of this night. Another timeout called by Collinsville. So the Kahawks have 3, Belleville West, they have 2. We're back at you tomorrow night from the home floor. Boys basketball, it's the big rematch that everybody's been anticipating, including the 2 guys standing here giving you this game, because we were at Alton for that buzzer beater loss against the Redbirds, which seems like eons ago, doesn't it?
We got the good mojo now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about that game anymore. Man, I'll tell you, I was nervous when West had that last shot. here on Tuesday. I was like, this can't happen a fourth time.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody was thinking. Should be a fun one tomorrow night. Collinsville almost cracked the top 10 this week in the AP poll. I would imagine that after the Tuesday night victory against Belleville West, and if they can win tomorrow night, they will crack the top 10 next week. Back at the free throw line, Lampley has one more shot coming her way. And she misses. Rebound belongs to Knutson and Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Here is King just inside the perimeter. Takes the shot, swoops out. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Belleville West trying to bring it back up, but that ball off of a leg and out of bounds. And that leg belonged to Lampley, so Collinsville will get another crack at it here. Down by 3 are the Lady Kahawks. 1:31 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren brings the ball up, gives it to Astasia Bush. Over to Liljegren. To King. King on the right wing, bounces it just outside the lane to Fenton. Back to Liljegren, bluffed the 3 at the top of the key, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. And the rebound again belonging to the Maroons. And here comes Lampley all the way down. Jones, excuse me, but Nunn is there after the rebound and puts it back in for 2. Here is Liljegren. She takes the shot, she's fouled, she'll be heading to the line. And Collinsville all of a sudden down by 5 with 56.1 left to play.
Got to be West's biggest lead of the game, and now his points have been hard to come by most of the night. Kahawks are finding themselves behind the 8 ball.
Lampley picks up her 4th foul to the free throw line. Faith Liljegren, she hit 2 earlier and can't get that one to fall. Man, oh man.
We've talked about missed free throws now, and they're racking up. And
talked about at the beginning, and last time these two teams met, Collinsville hit 1 of 16 3-point shots. The first basket of the night was a 3-point shot, and that still remains the only 3-point shot for Collinsville here tonight. Liljegren missed both of them. Ball goes out of bounds, put there by the Maroons, so at least Collinsville will get the ball back. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren on the left wing in front of her bench, cuts it through the lane, passes it to Bush. Bush drives baseline, kicks it back out front. Liljegren for 3. Oh, falls a little bit short. Rebound belongs to King. King, she'll line up a 3-point shot. That one hits the inside of the rim, no good. Rebound this time belongs to the Maroons. 34 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville is going to have to foul, but before they could do that, Coach Clayton Fisher wants a timeout. So that means that the Maroons have 1 more timeout left. Collinsville has 3, and it comes with 31.2 seconds left, and Collinsville trailing by 5.
Well, some good looks from 3. It just didn't fall down. You needed those. Now you're going to be forced to foul and hope West will miss more free throws like the Kahawks have themselves.
Yeah, but you know, again, we wouldn't have to be taking 3-point shots with 30 seconds left in the game if we could have just hit half of our free throws tonight.
Yeah, half of them would at least be a tie here. Free throws are all important and leave you in this position here late in the game.
Yeah, been one of those things that have kind of bothered the Kahawks all year this year is free throws, although they had a great game from the charity stripe Tuesday night against Belleville East.
We'll see what West drew up here. If they just got to take care of the ball and get themselves to the line.
West will be taking on Alton Monday night from O'Fallon in the first round of regional action. Collinsville will have the late game as they will take on Granite City. Inbound pass coming in from Chapman. Chapman gets it into Nunn, and Nunn gets fouled by King. For Bria, that'll be her 3rd foul. And that's the team 10th, so 2 shots from here on out for the Maroons. That took about a second and a half off the clock. Nunn to the free throw line, 1 of 2 from there tonight. On the year, Nunn, 72% from the line. She leads her team in that department. Two-possession game. And because of that 1 miss, it'll stay that way. Nunn. hits the second one. 6-point game. Here comes Collinsville. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren has the ball tipped to Fenton. Fenton over to Knutson. Knutson, one dribble, pulls it back up. Fenton underneath the basket, off the bottom of the rim, or the backboard, and a foul coming up with 15.9 seconds left. This will be the 9th team foul for Belleville West, and that is going to be the first for Goodwin. At the free throw line, Katie Fenton. Fenton on the year. 36.7%.
Goes up and drills the first one.
39-34. Fenton can't hit the second one. Rebound pulled down by the Maroons. And Collinsville needs to foul and get the ball back, try to get the ball back, and it's still a 5-point lead. 10.9 seconds left to play here in this fourth. Blues and Lightning in overtime. No score.
Get a point for not even scoring.
Yeah, that's nice. Now let's get that other point. That's nice to see the Blues doing that against the best team in the NHL. The Blues have been playing a lot better lately. I think they finally got it all figured out. Free throws, more of them coming the way of Belleville West, and that one rolls off to the left by Chapman. Chapman got a three-pointer early in that first quarter and has not scored since. Here is Avery Bennett, the 5'5" senior, coming back in for maybe the final time in her career here at Belleville West. Here's Chapman. She missed it. Well, she missed the first one, made the second one.
Well, you need a three here, no doubt about it.
Sure do. There is an upside down shot by Faith Liljegren, and then a timeout called by Collinsville. So the Kahawks have 2 timeouts left, and with 6 seconds to go, Collinsville trails by 4. And I'm not sure what kind of a game plan you can draw up to get the ball back and get 4 points, but they'll come up with something, right?
Well, you got to be quick. You almost got to get the fouls lightning quick. And I still think no matter what, you got to at least shoot a three at some point, and those haven't been falling.
Nope, not at all.
It's unfortunate to lose both these games to West. They were, Kahoks were seated in front of them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Despite losing to them earlier in the season, and so the Kahoks got the better draw with drawing Grand C as opposed to Alton the first
Well,
round.
if you look at the standings, it's because Collinsville has a 56 winning percentage and Belleville West has 48, because Belleville West has played more games. They have the more losses than they do wins. 15 losses compared to 14 wins. Even though Collinsville also has 14 wins, Kahoks only have 11 losses, so therefore the higher seed. But, you know, Collinsville has played a lot better this game than they did the last game against this team. Liljegren's going to pick up the foul. That'll be her third, and with 4.1 seconds left, we'll have some more free throw shooting going on here for Belleville West.
We got 2 timeouts. If she would miss both free throws, maybe you can work a quick timeout, quick shot, maybe hope you get fouled.
This is Goodwin at the free throw line. First shot, good. What is that chirping? I didn't even know that.
The horn goes off as the player has the ball. So some confusion here now.
Well, looks like Coach Fisher is going to get his subs in if they...
They're trying to get the subs in, but they had already given the shooter the ball.
Yeah, so they have to wait. If she makes it, they can maybe get them in. If she misses it, there's going to be a rebound. And she will miss it. Rebound belongs to Bria King. King will bring it across the timeline, take it all the way down herself, off the glass, no good. Final score, 41-36 in favor of Belleville West, as Collinsville will end the season at 14-12, while the Maroons end up at 500 at 15-15 for the Kahawks, 5-7 on the season in the conference, while the Maroons improved to 4-8. As we welcome you in now to the Chiropractic Works Chiropractic Works post-game show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works and Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. And visit Dr. McCluskey. Boy, you ain't kidding. They turn that scoreboard off quick here, don't they? Dr. McCluskey's number, 343-3602. Address, 410 Regency Center. That's just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. And you can check him out online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. 41-36 final. Belleville West with the win. We're back with the postgame show in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online sloanspubhouse.com. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network as the girls drop their season finale. 41-36 at the hands of the Belleville West Maroons. Close game all throughout, tied 11-11. After one quarter of play, Collinsville then outscored Belleville West 10-8 in that second quarter, and Collinsville had a 21-19 lead at the end of one half of play. We came out of the locker rooms, and Belleville West had the better third quarter, just barely outscoring Collinsville 9-8, but Collinsville still had a 1-point lead at 29-28 heading into the fourth quarter, but the fourth quarter kind of fell apart for Collinsville as the Maroons outscored the Kahawks in that fourth quarter, 13-7. Leading scorer here in this one was Katie Knutsen's 13 points, followed closely by Bria King's 11. After that, slim pickings, folks. Faith Lodgren with 4, Stasia Bush and Katie Fenton with 3, and Kristen Mitchell with 2 before she fouled out. Leading scorer for Belleville West, they barely got a player in double figures as Jones ended up with 10. Everybody else in single digits. None had 8. 6 points for Bennett. That would be Reese Bennett. And then 4 points for Chapman. 3 points for Avery Bennett. And then 2 points each for Gray and Terrell. And then 1 point for Lampley. Collinsville really struggled from the free throw line. They hit 7 of 20 free throw shots in this game and 1 of 9 from beyond the three-point arc, and that one three-point shot was the first shot of the game taken by Bria King. For the Maroons, they ended up 10 of 19 from the free throw line and 5 of 16 from the three-point stripe, and some late three-pointers in that fourth quarter really helped propel them to that victory. Collinsville did out-rebound Belleville West 27-20, and the turnovers were ugly on both sides as the Maroons committed 14 and Collinsville committed 12. And Chris, we talked about it, and I just mentioned it there. If it wasn't for the free throws and maybe too many turnovers and the fact that the Maroons got hot from the three-point stripe there with the last couple of minutes to go in the fourth quarter, this game could have ended up the other way.
Yeah, it was kind of the same game we saw the last time. Kahok struggled from the three, struggled from the free throw line. Coach said in the pregame, they knew they were going to put him in the zone and clog it up inside and see what the Chaos could do. They weren't able to capitalize on that, and it's an unfortunate way to end the regular season with a loss, but it's a new day on Monday to start the playoffs.
Sure is. Both of these teams will head to the same regional at O'Fallon. Belleville West will have the first game at 6 o'clock. They will take on Alton. We will have the second game for you at 7:30 as Collinsville takes on Granite City. And we're going to have a little bit of a switch-up as we have two things going on that Monday at once. The hockey team will be in game number 1 of their final series against Belleville. So I will take this equipment and head to Alton for that contest, while Chris Keller will take his handy-dandy tablet to O'Fallon and bring you the girls' game on the Facebook Live Facebook page for our KahokSports.com. And that's it's a good thing. I like that's why we have the two outlets, so we can always take care of two games at once.
You know, we don't have quite the same production value with the commercials or anything like that, but it's a way to get the game out to people and be in two places at once. So hopefully the ones that can appreciate it will, and we'll have fun bringing the game to you on Monday.
I think 1,200 people that watched the boys' game would agree with you.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah. All right, well, we are going to be back in action tomorrow, so before we put the cart before the horse, talking about Monday's coverage, we do have Basketball for you tomorrow. We'll be back at home at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Boys basketball action as your red-hot Collinsville Kahawks take on the Alton Redbirds. 7:15 about there is going to be the pregame, and then we'll be on the air around 7:30 with the opening tip-off. For Chris Kettler and for Lori Billy joining us on the pregame show, my name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow night, everyone have a fantastic evening.